Have you ever wondered if the fruits you're eating to stay healthy could be harming you? Pineapple, with its tropical sweetness and reputation as an anti-inflammatory, is often considered a natural remedy. But for seniors, it may be quietly causing harm to their legs and joints. You see, pineapple is packed with natural sugars and acids. While these might seem harmless, they can trigger blood sugar spikes in older adults. Over time, these spikes can damage the small blood vessels that supply oxygen to your legs, leading to pain, swelling, and fatigue. But that's not all. Pineapple's acidity can also irritate your joints, worsening arthritis and causing stiffness. And if you're on certain medications, the bromelain in pineapple could even affect their effectiveness, making them stronger or weaker than intended. The effects aren't always immediate. The damage can creep in slowly, leaving you with a feeling of gradual weakness and discomfort in your legs. So, what can you do about it? You don't have to eliminate pineapple, but knowing when to say enough is crucial, especially if you're dealing with chronic pain or swelling. But what about other fruits that are thought to help your muscles and joints? Stick around, because you'll be surprised by how common fruits like bananas, grapes, and watermelon might be impacting your leg strength. Keep watching to find out which fruits could be secretly draining your energy and what you can eat instead to stay strong and healthy as you age. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Fruit number 1, pineapple, the silent trigger of inflammation. Pineapple, oh how it tempts us with its tropical allure. Its vibrant, golden hue, its juicy sweetness, its refreshingly tangy flavor. It feels like summer in every bite, doesn't it? For years, we've been told that pineapple is a miracle fruit, a natural anti-inflammatory wonder thanks to an enzyme called bromelain. The idea was simple and comforting. Eat pineapple, reduce inflammation, and feel better. But here's the heartbreaking truth that most of us never saw coming. Pineapple, with all its delightful juiciness, might be contributing to the very problem it was supposed to help, especially for seniors. I know, it's hard to believe. Pineapple, this delicious, refreshing fruit, is a silent instigator of inflammation. It's packed with natural sugars and potent acids, and while they may sound harmless, these elements can have a much harsher effect on our bodies as we age. The reality is, as we grow older, our blood vessels grow more fragile and sensitive, more vulnerable to things they once handled with ease. Our bodies no longer react the same way to sugar spikes, and unfortunately, pineapple delivers a potent dose of natural sugar directly into the bloodstream. When that sugar hits, it triggers a rapid rise in blood sugar levels. And while this may seem like a small thing, that surge can cause real damage to the tiniest blood vessels, the ones that feed your legs, your feet, your muscles, the very foundation of your movement and independence. What happens next? It's not dramatic or immediate. It's a gradual weakening, a slow, insidious process. You might notice it when you walk, perhaps after just a short stroll, the dull, aching pain that seeps into your thighs, or the stiffness that clings to your knees when you stand up, as though the joints no longer cooperate like they used to. It could show up as sudden soreness in your ankles, even after sitting for hours. And over time, this silent damage builds, leaving you feeling more fatigued, more drained, more vulnerable. The circulation in your legs weakens, and that means less oxygen to the muscles that need it most. And, unfortunately, this isn't just about sugar. Pineapple is acidic, too, which can make matters even worse, especially if you're already dealing with inflammation or arthritis. Imagine pouring acid on an open wound. That's what it can feel like when the acid from pineapple gets into your joints. It worsens the fire already burning in your knees, hips, and ankles, amplifying the pain, the discomfort, the sense that your body isn't your own anymore. You might even notice that, after eating pineapple, Your legs feel strangely heavy, as though the strength is being slowly drained away, piece by piece. And if you take medications, especially blood thinners, this fruit can throw another wrench in the works. That enzyme, bromelain, can interact with your meds, making them either too powerful or not effective enough. But perhaps the scariest thing about pineapple's impact is how quietly it operates. There's no dramatic warning, no immediate sharp pain that makes you cry out in anguish. No, it's more subtle. It creeps in gradually, almost imperceptibly, until one day you realize you just can't move the way you used to. You can't bend the way you once did. Your legs, your strength, your independence are slowly slipping away, and you had no idea it was happening. And the worst part? Most seniors are completely unaware that the very fruit they've been eating for its supposed health benefits is quietly, slowly, making their legs weaker, causing that pain they thought was just a normal part of aging. It's the kind of betrayal that sneaks up on you, like a shadow that grows darker without you noticing. So, what can you do? I'm not saying you need to swear off pineapple forever, but you must be aware of the potential harm it can do, especially if you've been struggling with chronic leg pain or unexplained swelling. The damage it causes is not loud or obvious, but it's real, and it's something we need to acknowledge. Now, if pineapple, this supposedly healing fruit, can have such an impact on our aging legs, what does that say about other foods? Take bananas, for example. Soft, sweet, and often praised for their potassium content and muscle-strengthening properties. Could it be that even something as seemingly innocent as a banana could be tricking us? Stay tuned, because there's more to discover. Fruit number 2, bananas, the muscle imposter. Bananas, the beloved fruit we all know for their sweetness and soft texture, have long been hailed as the go-to snack for muscle health. Packed with potassium, we've been told they help prevent muscle cramps, boost energy, and promote overall well-being. But for seniors, the truth about bananas is a little more complicated, and unfortunately, not as friendly as it seems. While bananas are indeed a great source of potassium, they also come with a hidden downside, especially for older adults. Bananas are filled with natural sugars and fast-digesting carbohydrates, which means they cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. Now, that might sound harmless, but here's where things take a turn. When your blood sugar spikes regularly, your body can start resisting insulin over time. This resistance makes it harder for your body to manage blood sugar levels efficiently, weakening your circulation and leading to increased inflammation. And sadly, it's your legs that end up paying the price. Can you recall the heaviness that sets in after eating? That tightness in your calves, the dull ache that creeps up when you try to walk or climb the stairs. It's as if your legs are no longer cooperating, and you feel the weariness seep in after every meal. But the effects don't stop there. For those with heart conditions, bananas can also contribute to fluid retention. This leads to swollen feet, puffy ankles, and joints that feel stiff, like they're stuck in a constant state of discomfort. It's a slow, almost silent effect, creeping in unnoticed. You munch on those bananas thinking you're giving your muscles a boost, but in reality, they could be quietly draining your strength, bit by bit, with every bite. Here's the hardest part: the damage doesn't show up right away. At first, you may not feel any different, but over time, the cumulative effects can make movement more difficult and pain more frequent. If you've noticed your legs feeling heavy, sore, or swollen, it might be time to reconsider the fruits on your plate. Bananas, once thought of as muscle-friendly, might not be as helpful as we've been led to believe. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And if bananas, a fruit so widely associated with muscle support, can have this effect, what does that say about the seemingly innocent fruits we eat next? Grapes, for example, those tiny, sweet, almost childlike fruits, might look harmless, but they too have the power to trigger pain, burning sensations, and even more discomfort in your joints. The truth about our food choices isn't always as sweet as it seems. Fruit number 3, grapes, tiny fruit, big inflammatory impact. Grapes, small, sweet, and seemingly innocent. They sit in a bowl, bursting with juiciness, offering a refreshing snack after a long day. Their vibrant color and pleasant texture make them an easy choice for anyone looking to indulge in a quick, healthy bite. Most people think of grapes as a heart-healthy option, packed with antioxidants that promote good health. But for older adults, these tiny fruits can have a surprisingly negative impact on their bodies, especially on their legs. Grapes may seem harmless, but for seniors, they can trigger a cascade of problems that often go unnoticed until the damage has already been done. They're loaded with fructose, a type of sugar that bypasses your bloodstream and goes directly to your liver. At first, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but when your liver gets overwhelmed and can't process it all, it transforms into fat and uric acid. The moment your body can no longer handle the excess, that's when the pain starts. Uric acid builds up in your joints, particularly in places like your knees, ankles, and toes, and the result is agonizing, relentless pain. It's that deep, burning sensation that comes out of nowhere and makes even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Do you ever experience that sharp, sudden pain in your big toe at night or feel that strange tightness in your calves for no reason at all? It might be your body's way of telling you that the uric acid from something as simple as a handful of grapes is quietly making its presence known. But the effects don't end there. Grapes also fuel chronic inflammation, a slow burn that builds over time, causing your body to become stiff, sluggish, and less flexible. You feel more pressure, more discomfort, and find yourself moving more slowly with every step. And here's the kicker. Grapes are so easy to overeat. They don't feel heavy or filling, and before you know it, you've mindlessly eaten 2 or 3 cups, all packed with that sweet, sugary punch. That's a lot of fructose in a little snack, and the consequences can pile up quickly. The truth is, grapes may appear as a nutritious choice, but for an aging body, they may be doing more harm than good. If you've been experiencing increased leg stiffness, swelling, or discomfort, and have been snacking on grapes regularly, you might be unknowingly exacerbating the problem. That sweetness, so tempting and delightful, might be the very thing chipping away at your leg strength, flexibility, and overall comfort. But don't worry. Grapes aren't the only sneaky fruit causing harm. There's another refreshing, hydrating fruit that many consider a safe, healthy choice. It's juicy, colorful, and instantly quenches your thirst. But don't be fooled by its watery texture. Inside, it acts just like sugar. Let's talk about watermelon. Fruit number 4, watermelon, the false hydrator. Watermelon, often seen as the quintessential summer fruit, light, refreshing, and a natural symbol of hydration. It's practically the poster child for hot weather, offering a burst of cool relief when the heat feels unbearable. But what if I told you that this watery fruit, which seems like such a harmless choice, might be doing more harm than good, particularly to your legs? It sounds counterintuitive, right? After all, watermelon is mostly water, low in calories, and widely believed to be an excellent hydrating food. It feels so refreshing, and we've been told time and time again that it's good for us. But here's the catch. Watermelon has a very high glycemic index, meaning it causes a rapid spike in blood sugar. It acts almost like candy, sending your blood sugar levels soaring. And for seniors, those sudden sugar spikes can cause real problems. As we age, our bodies don't manage insulin the way they once did. This leads to a cascade of negative effects, especially when it comes to our legs. The body releases insulin in response to those quick sugar surges, but this process doesn't go as smoothly in older bodies. Instead, it triggers inflammation, particularly in areas where circulation is already sluggish. Now, imagine this. Your calves, ankles, and knees start to feel the brunt of it. You might experience leg fatigue right after eating a slice, a persistent ache during a short walk, or that uncomfortable swelling around your ankles that seems to hang around far longer than it should. Suddenly, climbing stairs becomes a daunting challenge, and it feels less like a simple task and more like scaling a mountain. Watermelon may seem light and harmless, but in reality, it's quietly tiring out your legs, making them feel heavier and weaker. The sweet, juicy nature of the fruit masks its true effect. It's easy to eat large portions, thinking you're hydrating your body, but with every extra slice, you're not just enjoying a treat. You're increasing your sugar intake, putting more strain on your body, and fueling the inflammation that affects your legs. It's the perfect illusion. You think you're doing something healthy, but you're setting the stage for discomfort and pain. So, is watermelon the refreshing hydrator it's cracked up to be, or is it quietly making it harder for seniors to move comfortably, step by step? If your legs feel more tired or sore after enjoying this fruity summer delight, it might be time to reassess. That refreshing watermelon might just be the culprit behind your aching legs. And now, let's turn our attention to another fruit, one that's been synonymous with health and vitamin C for generations. It's found in breakfast juices, smoothies, and all kinds of immunity-boosting drinks. But for seniors, this fruit might be doing more harm than good, particularly to their joints. Let's talk about oranges. Fruit number 5, oranges, the acidic assault on joints. Oranges, they're so vibrant, so full of life, always perched on breakfast plates, blending into fresh morning juices, and showing up in nearly every health supplement we see. They've long been the poster child for boosting immunity, with their beloved vitamin C that promises to keep the colds and flu at bay. But for those of us over the age of 60, there's a hidden side to these seemingly innocent fruits that might be quietly making things worse. The truth is, oranges, behind their sunny exterior, are loaded with citric acid, and this acid is something your joints may not appreciate. While it sounds natural, that very acid can be an uninvited guest in your body, slowly irritating your joints, particularly if you're already dealing with stiffness, arthritis, or inflammation. It's subtle, but it's there. Imagine waking up in the morning, and as you swing your legs out of bed, you feel that creeping stiffness in your knees. Your hips ache, and there's that uncomfortable feeling in your legs, like they're locking up after sitting for too long. You brush it off, telling yourself it's just aging. But here's the truth. That glass of orange juice you thought was helping you start your day right might be contributing to that pain you're feeling. Here's what's happening beneath the surface. The citric acid in oranges isn't just playing with your stomach. It's working its way into your bloodstream, making its way to the very tissues in your joints that are already sensitive. And when combined with the natural sugars in the fruit, this creates a roller coaster of blood sugar levels, triggering systemic inflammation. And where does that inflammation go? It moves straight to your knees, your ankles, your calves, making every step feel just a bit more burdensome, a bit more painful. Now, don't get me wrong, when you're younger, you might not feel the impact of all that acid. But as we age, our circulation slows down, our joints grow weaker, and those seemingly harmless effects build up over time. It's like a silent storm, brewing inside your body. The hardest part is that you've been told oranges are healthy. They've been advertised as the ultimate source of vitamin C, the immune system booster, the refreshing burst of energy. But now you find out that, for your aging body, they might not be so helpful after all. It's a tough pill to swallow, knowing that something you've always relied on to do good is harming. So, what's next? We'll turn to the next fruit, one that many of us assume is a safer, healthier option. Crisp, green, and seemingly less sugary, green apples are often seen as the better choice for seniors. But don't be fooled, because beneath their clean, innocent image, green apples might be stirring up trouble in the form of aching hips, stiff knees, and those painful nighttime cramps. Stay with me, and let's explore this next surprising truth. Fruit number 6, green apples. A hidden source of leg pain. Green apples. They seem like the picture of health, don't they? With their crisp, vibrant appearance and that slightly tart taste, they give off an air of freshness. Many people, especially seniors, think of them as a smart, low-sugar snack, a healthier choice compared to other fruits. It feels like the ideal pick. Fresh, crisp, and natural. But here's the thing. What most people don't realize is that these seemingly innocent green apples could be hiding a secret, one that might lead to unexpected leg pain, stiffness, and fatigue. You see, the danger with green apples lies in two factors that most of us overlook: malic acid and the hidden natural sugars. Let's dive into malic acid first, which is the key component behind that sour taste. While this acid is perfectly manageable for younger, more resilient bodies, it can have a different effect on aging systems. As we get older, our stomach lining and digestive system become more sensitive, and this acid can become a silent irritant. It can irritate tissues and even joints, causing discomfort that slowly creeps in. For some seniors, the effects are more than just mild discomfort. They feel a deep ache in their hips, thighs, or knees after eating apples. Others might notice tightness or a dull, persistent burn in their feet. This isn't something that happens right away. The pain doesn't show up immediately after that bite of apple, but as time passes, the malic acid accumulates, and the discomfort starts to resurface more frequently. It becomes a quiet companion that makes everything from walking to standing feel just a little bit more challenging. Then, there's the sugar. Yes, even though green apples seem less sweet than their red counterparts, they still carry hidden sugars, natural sugars, but sugars nonetheless. For seniors, who often have a slower metabolism, these sugars can cause blood sugar levels to rise and fall unpredictably. That's when the real trouble begins. You might start feeling fatigue creeping into your calves, your legs might start to feel heavy, and climbing stairs becomes a little more strenuous. You could find yourself dealing with cramps at night or waking up in the morning feeling like your legs are encased in concrete, stiff and sore. The thing is, this sugar effect is often subtle. It builds up over time, slowly but surely, until you find that those green apples, which once seemed so wholesome, are making your muscles weaker and your joints stiffer. What's even trickier is that green apples are often eaten raw, as a quick snack during the day or sometimes even before bed. This means that the body never really gets a chance to rest from their effects, and those natural sugars and malic acid are constantly at work, triggering discomfort when you're least expecting it. They look so pure, so healthy, don't they? But for the aging body, these innocent-looking apples might be quietly making your daily walk more painful, your joints stiffer, and your nights more restless. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And if a fruit as simple and seemingly harmless as a green apple can have such an impact, what about other fruits, especially those that are richer, sweeter, and more indulgent? One fruit in particular comes to mind: mango, the sweet powerhouse, the real sugar bomb. Let's talk about it next and see how it compares to those green apples in terms of hidden dangers. Fruit number 7, mango, is the sugar bomb for your joints. Fruit number 7 on the list, the beloved mango. Oh, that sweet, juicy, tropical delight. It's like nature's candy, isn't it? Bursting with flavor, soft and velvety to the touch. The kind of fruit that makes you feel like you're basking under the summer sun with each bite. Almost everyone adores mango, especially when the weather warms up and its bright orange hue just calls to you. But here's the truth no one tells you. It might be one of the worst offenders for seniors dealing with joint pain and leg weakness. Let's break it down. Mangoes, while delightful, are packed with sugar. Natural, yes, but sugar nonetheless. And we're not talking about a small amount. We're talking about a sugar bomb. A massive hit that can skyrocket your blood sugar levels faster than you can say, delicious. Now, when you're under 30 and living a relatively active life, your body can usually handle that sugar surge. But for those of us over 60, our metabolism isn't what it used to be. That sugar rush is followed by an insulin surge, which is then followed by a crash. And with every crash, inflammation starts to build up inside your body, especially in those tender areas where we often experience the most discomfort, like the soft tissues around our knees, hips, and ankles. It's not just a theoretical risk, it's a very real one. You might begin to notice subtle changes, a creeping heaviness in your legs, swelling around your ankles as evening approaches, a persistent burning sensation in your toes, or a tingling that refuses to go away, especially if you already have nerve issues. What's worse is that this tends to worsen when you indulge in larger portions of mango. It doesn't seem like much, does it? After all, it's light, refreshing, and feels like a treat, a little bite of sunshine. But here's where it gets tricky. Your body doesn't care how light it feels. It reacts to the sugar, and that sugar can cause pain, slower steps, and, over time, weaker, less steady legs. Many seniors enjoy mango, thinking it's a healthy, natural treat. And yes, it is natural. But just because something is natural doesn't always mean it's safe, especially when it comes to aging joints and weakened circulation. So, as much as you love this tropical fruit, it's time to take a step back and think about the impact it's having on your body. And let me be clear, it's not about depriving yourself of things you enjoy. It's about understanding what's best for your body at this stage of life. But don't worry, there's good news. The right fruits are out there. Fruits that nourish instead of inflame. Fruits that ease joint pain and give your body the support it so desperately needs. You don't have to give up on enjoying fruit. You just need to make smarter, more intentional choices for your health. Let's talk about alternatives. First, let's look at berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. These tiny powerhouses are packed with antioxidants and are naturally low in sugar. They are easy on your blood sugar and have a unique ability to improve circulation, especially to your legs. They reduce swelling, ease stiffness, and support smoother, more fluid movements. Then, there's the humble cherry. But remember, moderation is key here. Cherries are known for lowering uric acid levels, which can significantly reduce flare-ups of joint pain and gout. Just a few cherries can do wonders, soothing that burning sensation you may feel in your knees or toes. And don't overlook the avocado. Yes, it's technically a fruit, but it's one of the best choices for joint health. Avocados are rich in healthy fats that cushion your joints and calm internal inflammation. They help regulate insulin levels, offering you steady, reliable energy without those dreaded blood sugar spikes. If you're looking for something easy on your digestive system, try papaya. This tropical fruit contains enzymes that aid in digestion and help soothe inflammation, making it gentle on both your stomach and aging joints. Pears are another great choice. They offer a mild sweetness without spiking your blood sugar, and they provide energy without draining your legs, especially when eaten with a little protein or fiber. Each of these fruits works with your body, not against it. They don't trigger pain or cause swelling. They support your strength, balance, and overall vitality. So, why is this so important? Because it's not just about eating fruit. It's about choosing the right fruits for the body you have today. As we age, our bodies change, and so do our nutritional needs. By making intentional, health-conscious choices, you start to notice the difference. Mornings feel clearer, your steps feel steadier, and there's peace in every movement. And let's not forget the bigger picture. You're not alone in this journey. If you've made it this far, it means you're already on the path to taking better care of yourself, and that speaks volumes. You're showing up for yourself, you're making decisions for your health, and you're taking control of your future. You are not too old to change. You are not too late to heal. It's never too late to take action, one small, powerful step at a time. Aging is challenging, no doubt. The aches, the stiffness, the fear of falling, it creeps up on you, often quietly, sometimes when you least expect it. But here's the truth. You can regain control, not by making huge, drastic changes, but by making small, wise choices. And if that means choosing different fruits, so be it. Aging isn't about giving up. It's about getting smarter, getting stronger, and thriving at every age. I hope you found this video helpful in understanding how the right food choices can truly make a difference in your health, especially as we age. We've talked about how certain fruits can either support or hinder your joints, circulation, and overall mobility. It's about making smarter choices, knowing what's best for your body today, and taking steps to feel better, stronger, and more vibrant. So, what have you learned so far? What one thing will you start putting into practice after watching this video? I'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below sharing the insight that stood out to you the most, and how you plan to apply it to your own life. And remember, if you found this video useful, please give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health tips, advice, and inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.